I'll turn it on right now. It is now on. I'll leave it on the table. Or just not say anything. I'll just leave it's on now, and I'll just leave it on the table. Or just not say anything, one of the two.
Perfect. I will start my intro at about 35 seconds on the clock and then talk until tip.
Perfect. It is on now, but I will mute it until then.
Money.
The NCAA and Maranatha Baptist University promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. Request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions will not be tolerated. Furthermore, public intoxication or the possession or consumption of alcoholic beverages and tobacco products are grounds for removal from the site of competition and other disciplinary actions. But at the same time, we encourage you to be loud, be proud, and be positive. Good evening and welcome to the campus of Maranatha Baptist University and the season opener for the 2019-20 women's basketball season. In the blue uniforms, we welcome the Lumberjills of Northland College. And in the white, your Maranatha Baptist University Sabercats! Now please rise and move your hats for a word of prayer. Following prayer, we will honor America with the playing of the national anthem, meet the starters, and get this game underway. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, like we thanked you on Saturday, we just thank you again for the excitement of home games and the excitement of this new season that we have to enjoy tonight. Lord, thank you for the game of basketball. Thank you for what it means to everybody inside of this gym. Lord, as we always pray, we pray that you would be honored and you would be glorified and that be our primary concern above everything else. We pray this in the name of your Son, our Lord and our Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen. now let's meet the starters, beginning with the Jills of Northland College. At guard is a 5'4" sophomore from El Paso, Texas, number 2, Bianca Avalos. At guard, a 5-foot freshman, also from El Paso, Texas, number 10, Ashley Lopez. At guard, a 5'8" freshman from Rawlins, Wyoming, number 11, Miranda Wagner. At forward, a 5'8" freshman from Arkansas, Wisconsin, number 23, Sarah Dunbar. And at center, a 6'1" sophomore from Green Acres, Florida, number 50, A.J. Gregg. The Jills are coached by Daryl Tucker, assisted by Kyle Bernhoff, Kerry Jacquard, and Corey Sackman. And now the starters for your Maranatha Baptist University SaberCats. At guard, a 5'6" sophomore from Jefferson, Wisconsin, number 3, Callie Morrison.
Seniors.
At guard, a 5'8" junior from Union Grove, Wisconsin, number 4, Trisha Wright. At guard, a 5'7" senior from Daggett, Michigan, number 12, Carly Johnson. At guard, a 5'7" senior from Daggett, Michigan, number 13, Kelsey Johnson. And at center, a 5'10" sophomore from Kendall, Wisconsin, number 30, Kristen Leiber. The SaberCats are coached by Clayton Morrison in his 27th season, assisted by Clayton Morrison IV, with student managers Kelly Dick and Grace Ann Starr. The officials this evening are Mark Wolfel, Jason Wolf, and Steph Stassen. Let's play basketball.
Welcome, folks, to Watertown, Wisconsin for the home opener and season opener for the Maranatha Baptist University SaberCats women's basketball team 2019 and 2020. A lot of excitement here in the gym. It's the home opener for these women. They've been playing really hard for the last couple weeks, and really excited for this first game. The opponent tonight is the Northland College Lumber Jills. They are 2-5 on the season. They start off the season well, winning 2 straight, and they've lost 5 in a row since then. So they have a record of 2-5. This is the SaberCats' first game. We have Laver and Greg for the tip. Greg wins the tip. And they're on the fast break already, but the ball is turned over, picked up by Laver, who is a transfer from a technical college in the area. Callie Morrison brings the ball up the court. The sophomore point guard had a huge impact last year in her first season with SaberCats. The coach's daughter, been playing basketball her whole life, and she has been a great addition to this team. Shot by Trisha Wright from the corner, no good, but an offensive rebound there by 13, Kelsey Johnson. 2 seniors here on the Maranatha SaberCats team. One, Kelsey Johnson, who got the rebound. Other, Carly Johnson, who just put the layup in for 2. First points of the season for the SaberCats. SaberCats come out in a 2-3 zone. Shot by number 2, Avalos. Missed. Ball is tied up underneath. Possession arrow goes to the SaberCats. Looks like the Jills are going to come out in a full court press here to start the game. See if they have a lot of guards on this team, not as much size, so they're going to see if they can press the ball quickly, get those guards and the speed that they have. Quick double team there on Callie Morrison. She didn't see her when she turned around, and the ball is off her leg and out of bounds. Turnover there by Callie Morrison. Good pressure defense there by the Jills. Northland College has 0 seniors on their team this year, and they're actually missing their top scorer on the season, Lindsay Brissett. She is back in Ashland working on finals. So big loss for them this year, as they already lost their top 2 scorers from last year. So they're playing a little shorthanded tonight. But basketball is a game where anything can happen on any given day. That's why we play the game. All right, number 10, Ashley Lopez with the ball. Plays it high. Shot clock's running out. 2 seconds. Avalos gets the shot up, but is no good. Shot clock violation. Didn't hit the rim, folks. That is a team turnover. Great defense there by the SaberCats. Again, full court pressure here by the Jills. Get the ball in, pushes up across to Laver, who could be a huge addition for this team. Great take there by Laver for his first points in a SaberCat uniform. Laver provides some height for this SaberCats team, which does not have too much height. So she's going to be able to play a little bit more aggressive with a lot of guards on their team as well. 3-point shot here by Wagner. Missed. Good box out there by Kelsey Johnson. Rebound, she'll bring the ball up the court on her own. 4-0 here in the first quarter here in the gym here in Watertown. Good cut there by Patricia Wright providing some movement. Good cut there by Carly Johnson. Good find by Kelsey. Got a foul underneath. Foul's on number 2, Bianca Avalos. Her first, team's first. Not a shooting foul, so the ball will be placed underneath the basket for an inbounds play. Good pass, good find there by Morrison. Kelsey Johnson could not quite finish. Rebounded by Gregg. Good take there by Avalos. Just a little short off the front iron. Good push there by Callie Morrison up to a cutting Trisha Wright. She could not finish on the layup. Good defense there by Gregg. 5 stars on the court for the SaberCats. Number 3, Callie Morrison. Number 4, Trisha Wright. Number 12, Carly Johnson. And number 13, Kelsey Johnson. Number 30, Kristen Laver. Good defense there. Ball turned over there by Bianca Avalos. The Jills have just not quite been able to get anything going here in the early parts of this game. Good pass there by Callie Morrison. No-look pass to the wide-open Carly Johnson. She slipped through the defense, got by her man, and they just lost track of her, and she was wide open underneath for the easy 2. Trying to find Gregg down low. She's been working hard down there, but they just haven't quite been able to find her. Good stifling defense here by the SaberCats, though. Shot clock winding down. Good take. Ball was knocked out of her hands on the drive. There's 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Knocked out of her hands by Carly Johnson. We have our first sub of the game, number 34. Alex Espinoza replaces Bianca Avalos. 5 seconds on the shot clock, so they have to get the ball in quick and get a shot up quick. 3-point jumper by Gregg is short, but off the front iron. Rebounded by Callie Morrison. Jills have just not quite been able to get anything going here so far. Step back by Trish is no good. Gets tipped, I think. I believe it got tipped. But it was way short of the mark. Defensive rebound by Gregg. Jills looked to push the ball up the court, but the SaberCats were quick to return on defense. 3-point jumper from the corner by number 23 Dunbar is no good. Defensive rebound 12, but turnover there by Kelsey Johnson, who looked to push the ball forward, but was caught for traveling. All right, number 40, Sarah Hool is in, as well as number 12, Rhonda Cole. We have a first sub for the SaberCats, number 25. Caitlin Morrison replaces Trisha Wright. Caitlin Morrison is a freshman from Amberg, Wisconsin. SaberCats return mainly the same team as last year. A couple not returning, but they got some good freshmen and some transfers in as well. 23 Dunbar dribbles it off her own foot and out of bounds. Another turnover there for the Jills. Still a full court pressure put on by the Jills. They got to get it across here quickly, and they do, just in time. Good cut there by Caitlin Morrison. She just misses, but good save there. Good hustle there, saving the ball from going out of bounds. That's how you work your way to a rotation spot. She needs help. Good cut there by Caitlin Morrison. Good take. The layup is no good. Defensive rebound, Espinoza. This 2-3 zone has been really tough for the Jills to handle so far. Good pass there down low to number 40, Sarah Hool. She will go to line for 2. Fouls on number 30, Kristen Laver. That's her first, team's first. First one is good. That's the first point to the game here for the Lumber Jills. They've been struggling to get things going on the offensive side of the ball, but they've been holding them defensively pretty well. Second one is short, just off the front rim. Defensive rebound by Kelsey Johnson. Last year, Kelsey was the SaberCats' leading points and rebound player. Good defensive rebound there by Callie Morrison, and she gets tripped up. That's unfortunate for number 23, Dunbar. She did get her with her back foot on the way back. Good rebound there by Callie Morrison on the backside. SaberCats have 4 players on their team that just got finished with the volleyball season. They have both Kelsey and Carly Johnson. Kelsey was actually the player of the year for the volleyball, the nation for volleyball. Good take there by Carly Johnson for the 2. Kelsey was the player of the year this past season for the volleyball team for the whole nation, NCCAA. So they've only had 5 days of practice, these 4. Fouls on number 25, Caitlin Morrison. That's her first, team second. Again, the foul's on the floor, so no shots here. Ball on the baseline for the Jills. The 3 other volleyball players for the SaberCats are Carly and Kelsey, and then Liberty Bailey and Regina Anderson. So they are playing their first game after only about a week of practices, so possibly a little bit rusty, but so far hasn't seemed to be any effects on Carly, who is already up to 4 points quickly. Knocked out of bounds there by Espinoza. We have a sub again for the Jills. Number 2, Avalos replaces Dunbar. Good defense there by Espinoza, getting a hand on that, because if she didn't get a touch to that ball, Morrison was on a fast break, a 2-on-1, and that's typically a way to find success on the basketball court. Good pass there by Kelsey Johnson across to cutting Kristen Lauer for her second basket of the game. Easy lay-in for her. Great find by Kelsey Johnson. Jills just can't seem to find anything going offensively. They try to drive, but these SaberCats have moved their feet well here in the first few minutes. They just can't seem to find the basket. There's a good take there, but again, just off the front iron. Good hustle there by Espinoza, but she saves it right to Kelsey Johnson. Pushes it forward. Tipped there by Wagner, but Morrison regains possession. Again, a good take there by Lauber, but just misses the lay-in. Good defense there by Hool. Good take there by Wagner. She almost has a splits when she lands. She seems to be okay, but that was a great take. Again, this full court pressure is being pushed on. Coach Daryl Tucker in his 6th season is really pressuring them here. He's egging them on to pressure even harder. Turnover there by Callie Morrison, stolen away by Wagner, and she's pushing it all alone, trying to go coast to coast. Good take, puts it in again. Quick 4 points there for Wagner. She is, of the people here for this game, she is a leading scorer on this team this season. SaberCats break pressure there. Try to set up their offense. 10-5 here. 2.5 minutes left in this first quarter. Good quick hands here by Avalos. Foul there on number 12, Rhonda Cole. Got a little too close when she was trying to close her out. Got 2 more subs here for the Jills. Number 10, Ashley Lopez returns, as is number 23, Sarah Dunbar. 2.5 here left in the first quarter. 10-5, SaberCat lead. Espinoza has been quick, trying to sneak behind, doubling these players as they're dribbling without them being able to see. Foul again there, reach in on Dunbar, and Coach Tucker is none too happy about it. AJ Gregg returning here for the Jills, replacing Sarah Hool. Kelsey Johnson with the ball. She was the team's leading points and rebounds last year for the SaberCat team. Followed closely in points by Callie Morrison, who takes it for the layup and gets fouled as she goes up. She will shoot 2. Foul is on number 50, AJ Gregg. That's her first, team's 5th. SaberCats will be shooting 2 the rest of the way in this first quarter. First free throw is no good, off the iron. Ashley Narrett got a little excited there. Wasn't waved in, and she started running in. The official said, nope, go ahead and stay back. So Callie Morrison will shoot her second. Second one was missed as well, but a great offensive rebound by number 12, Carly Johnson. And as she's falling away, she plays it in. 3-point jumper by 13. Kelsey is no good. Almost a defensive rebound, another offensive rebound there for Callie Morrison, but just fell off her fingers. No good. Ashley Narrett will replace Kristen Laver, and Trisha Wright will also enter and replace Callie Morrison. Miranda Wagner's back in, replacing Dunbar, who has 2 fouls. So she's got to be careful here in the first quarter. Callie Morrison was the second leading point scorer for the SaberCats last year with 15.6 points per game, and she led the team in assists with 4.9. Good hands there by Carly Johnson. Get the steal, but better hands there by Wagner as she steals it right back. There she is again, getting the offensive rebound. Wagner is a freshman from Rawlings, Wyoming. This Jill's team has 3 players from Texas, one of which is number 10, Ashley Lopez. She misses on the 3. About a minute remaining here, a little over a minute remaining here in the first quarter. SaberCat lead is 10-5. Good pressure here by the Lumber Jills. Errant pass there by Trisha Wright. She tried to force it into Carly Johnson, and A.J. Gregg got her hands up there quickly. Good hands. Snatched that away. Travel there by number 2, Bianca Avalos. She has struggled to get things going in this first half. She's been driving, but just hasn't seen anything fall. She's been playing great defense with quick hands. Good crossover there by Kelsey. And she gets fouled by number 34, Alex Espinoza. Good crossover there by Kelsey Johnson. She's going to actually be shooting. She'll be shooting, I believe, 2 shots. It may be a 1-and-1. Seems to be a trouble with the scoreboard. I think they maybe have something programmed in incorrectly. Kelsey makes first one. She was shooting 2. 5 fouls is the max fouls that they can have in trying to figure out the scoreboard here. It says 6 fouls. They're trying to get to say 5, which is the max that you can have on the scoreboard. Second free throw was good by Kelsey. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says for her. She just knocks down free throws like it's no big deal. A.J. Gregg with the jumper. It's good. That's a great move there by Gregg. Finds her quickly. They push this Jill's team pushes the ball up the court as quickly as possible. SaberCats trying to slow the ball down, trying to get it so they have the last shot. It's about a 1.5 second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Good take by Kelsey Johnson for 2. 10 seconds remaining. Northland's going to look to push the ball up the court. She forces it in. Last second shot. Did she get off in time? It is no good. At the end of 14-7, SaberCat lead.
At the end of the first quarter, your score, SaberCats 14, Jills 7.
We'll have a quick break here. No timeouts in that first quarter, but we'll have a quick break here, and we'll be back right after the break. All right, welcome back here for the second quarter here in Watertown, Wisconsin. Gills will have possession to start the quarter as they try to climb back from a 7-point deficit here at the end of one. Number 23 for the SaberCats, Kirsten Johnson, enters the game for the first time this season. At the top of the 2-3 zone here. Kirsten is a freshman from Spring, Texas. A couple players from Texas on the court right now for the Gills as well. Number 2, good take there by Wagner, but no good. Good weak side rebound there by Callie Morrison. Ooh, good look ahead by number 25, Caitlin Morrison, but just a little too high for Kirsten Johnson. She could have caught that. She would have been in for the easy 2. As I was saying, the Lumberjills have 3 players on the court from Texas right now. Number 2, Bianca Avalos with the ball. Number 10, Ashley Lopez. And number 34, Espinoza. Travel there by Wagner. She's working hard down there, but just hasn't quite figured out how to get through that zone on the dribble. SaberCats have quick hands. Gotta get the ball in here. Gets it in just safely to Kelsey Johnson. Callie Morrison brings the ball up the court. So much space as the Gills are looking to press. They had numbers there as Callie was doubled, but Kirsten Johnson was sitting open in the corner, but they just couldn't quite find her. Jumper there by Kelsey Johnson is good. No rust on that shot from volleyball season. Picking up right where she left off last year. Up to a quick 6 points. Carly and Kelsey both have 6 points right now, leading the team. And Kristen Lauver has 4. And that's all the scoring here for the SaberCats so far. Three scores, but it's good enough for a 9-point lead. 7 seconds remaining on the shot clock. 3-point jumper by Lopez is no good. Off the front iron, just hit the front iron. Ooh, it seemed to hit the front iron there. Don't think they caught that. But it's called a shot clock violation. And possession, SaberCats. Callie Morrison has some room. Looks ahead. Caitlin Morrison wasn't quite ready for it. That was a good look ahead there by Callie and a good find just a little bit in front. And I don't think Caitlin Morrison was ready until it was already past her. Timeout here by Coach Daryl Tucker in his 6th season. Full timeout here. Full timeout here for Daryl Tucker. He's looking to work on his press because they seem to be breaking it pretty quickly, so potentially going to be dropping in and maybe not pressing, but maybe he has something else up his sleeve. So we'll find out right after the break. All right, welcome back. Lumberjills ball. About 8 minutes left here in this first half. Lopez brings the ball up the court, passes it across to Avalos. Looking to swing the ball around a 2-3 zone is the way to be a zone, especially up top, because those 2 at the top have to move a lot to swing back and forth. Good defensive rebound there by 13, Kelsey Johnson. Got to push the ball up the court here. She gets it across with ease. Looks to set up their offense. First game, a lot of times you want to try to figure out what works and what doesn't work in the plays that you've drawn up over the offseason. Ball was a little bit forced there by Callie Morrison. Too many hands in there, and Kelsey Johnson could not quite catch a hold of the ball. A couple subs here for the Gills. A.J. Gregg is back in, as is Sarah Houle. Coach Tucker is looking to bring in some size here because the SaberCats are not very tall, and that's one thing that the Lumberjills have. Good find there Good little high-low there by this. Ooh. Good little high-low there by the Jills, but Laver goes up for the rebound and seems to be maybe undercover. She just lost her footing or something. It seemed like she smacked her head on the ground, but she seems to be okay. They called it a jump ball as she was laying on the ground on top of the ball. Good call there by the officials to stop play as she landed pretty hard, what seemed to be hard. Might have been an elbow or something that hit the ground, but sounded like a pretty big bang. But she seems to be okay. Ref checks on her, and she's going to stay in. Looks like they're just going to do a jump ball there, which means possession error to the SaberCats. They had the ball on the rebound anyways, but that was a scary incident for a second there. But she seems to be okay. Running fine. Doesn't seem to be any effects. Good hands there by Espinoza, but it falls just to Kelsey. Pulls up for the jumper, but gets her own rebound. That's why they always teach you from a very young age to follow your shot, because you know where it's going to go best. You can see you have the best angle of where it's going to land. Good crossover there by Kelsey, who finds Callie for the easy 2. Good pass there by Kelsey Johnson. Good finish there by Callie Morrison. Good pass across there by Lopez, but not quite able to hit the basket with Wagner. Ball bounces around, goes to Espinoza, who puts it in for 2 and the foul. So just one shot here for Espinoza. Good. Put it up with the left hand there. I don't believe she's left-handed, but that was a great take. Foul is on number 23, Kirsten Johnson. Her first, team's first in this quarter. Basket is good. Carly Johnson will replace Caitlin Morrison. And Dunbar will replace Espinoza. Lots of subs here as both teams seem to be tired, as both teams are pressuring the ball very hard, especially with the Jills. They're subbing a lot because they're pressing very, very high at a full court press. Miscommunication there by Carly Johnson and Laver, as Laver was cutting and Carly Johnson thought she wasn't. Turnover there for the SaberCats. Ball to the Lumber Jills. 18-10 here. About 6.5 left in this first half. Half has gone quickly with only one timeout and not too many fouls, so it's been a quick half. If you're missing the action, tune in now, or you're going to miss more stuff, as this has been an exciting game so far. Opening night here for the SaberCats. Good pass ahead by Johnson. Layup there by Morrison. She swirls around on top. She breathes a sigh of relief as it goes down. Got to look to swing the ball around quickly in a zone against the zone, or find the weak side offensive player. Good defense, swarming defense there by the SaberCats. Good tip drill there by Kelly Morrison. She got hit in the back with the pass and then turned around to tip it to her teammate. Good call there by the official. Kelly Morrison had gotten the step, and Wagner held her with her arm. As Wagner's first, team's first in the second quarter. Looks like Laver switched her pivot foot. She didn't think she did, but the ref was right there to see. Turnover there, the travel call. Ball brought up by Lopez across to Dunbar, who drives. Good defense there. So they're playing a 2-1-2 zone because Gregg is playing so high. 3-point jumper by Dunbar is good. That's her first shot from 3. Well, second shot from 3, excuse me. Her first make from 3. She's up to 4 points after having one free throw earlier. Good take there by Laver as she blows by Gregg. Easy 2 with the right hand. Halfway through this second quarter. And the Jills seem to be really hoping to get that ball into that high post there with Gregg. And she's looking to turn and either drive, shoot, or dish it to Hool, who seems to be at the low post. That high-low game would work, except for the fact that the SaberCats are playing such great defense. Shot there by Wagner is no good, but offensive rebound is tracked down by Hool. reset the shot clock. Good take there by Wagner. Looked like she could have had a shot, but instead she passed it, and Huel went up, got her own rebound, and then went up again, got blocked, but the coach thought that she got hit in the arm. Good take there by Callie. She just missed the layup. Good take. Looked like she was trying to fool the defender, fake her out by looking wide. And instead, she didn't look at the basket and missed. Foul there on the SaberCats on a take by Wagner, and she seems to be shaken up. Looks like she got landed on. Foul's on number 30, Kristen Laver. Wagner seems to be okay as she gets up and just looks to be walking it off. So we had some miscommunication here. The coach stepped down on the court to see if his girl was okay, and the official said that she needed to come out because of it. And because the coach was wondering what was going on, the assistant got a little upset, threw his clipboard, and the referee called a technical foul on the bench. Got a little meeting between the coach and the official here. Not sure exactly what's going on. Not sure what's going to be happening, but we've got a meeting here between the coach and the official, and they're trying to discuss their points of view.
What was that? Do you want music here or no? No, it's fine. There's enough noise.
We do have some subs here, though. I can assure you of that. Trisha Wright comes back in for Kirsten Johnson, and returning for the Jills is number 12, Rhonda Cole, and number, I can't see quite her number. Number 21, Ninki, finding her first action on the court, and they replace Wagner and Huel. So it looks like we're going to have a shot here on the foul that happened on the SaberCats, on number 30, Laver. Shot here by number 12, Rhonda Cole. She makes first one. It looks like after she makes that, it's going to be potentially a shot and the ball down on this end for SaberCats. Misses the second one. It looks like maybe there's going to be a shooter for SaberCats and potentially the ball. Seems to be some confusion here. Who's going to be shooting the free throw? All right, Kelsey Johnson will step up. Looks like she'll shoot 2 free throws, and I believe they'll get the ball because of the technical foul. Thanks for staying with me on that confusing time. She makes the first one. It seems like we have it all figured out. And the second one is good as well. And I believe the SaberCats will get the ball based on the technical foul. Still, there's some discussion between the coach and the officials. And number 32, Regina Anderson, will enter for her first time in her SaberCat debut. One of the volleyball players on this team, and she's entering for the first time. Always an exciting but nervous time for a player like that. Good cut there by Carly. She couldn't quite get the layup in. Good find there by Callie. Great play drawn up, but just couldn't quite finish. Tipped away there by Morrison, and she's on a fast break. And the foul is good. Good defense there, getting back without fouling there by number 10, Lopez. But a great hands there by Callie Morrison. Good hands again there by Kelsey Johnson. Tipping the ball away from the cutting Ninki. Jumper there by Callie is no good. Defensive rebound by number 12, Rhonda Cole. She looks to push the ball up the court by herself. Almost stolen there by Wright. Instead, they get the ball to Gregg. Dishes back out to Lopez, who misses the three. Rebound there by Anderson, but she was swarmed up and she traveled as she was going to the ground. Looked like she almost got the ball away, but she took a few steps before that. Sub in here for the Gills, number 40, Hool, and number 34, Espinoza, replacing Gregg and Lopez. Pass just a little bit high for Cole. Turnover there for the Gills. We have 3:12 left in this first half. 26-14, SaberCat lead. There have been some exciting and confusing times here in this first half, but overall it's been a quick half that the SaberCats have had to endure a lot of pressure, but they've made some great plays. Both teams have missed some quote-unquote easy finishes, but we are where we are. 2 fouls each team, and we have a little over 2 minutes. Good screen there by Regina Anderson to free up Carly Johnson on the wide open easy 2. It was a great backdoor screen. High-low pass there from Hool to Ninke. Rebound by Kelsey Johnson, who is sitting on her behind when she passed it to Carly. Good heads-up play there by her. Just a little over 2 minutes left here in this first half. Reach in there by number 21, Autumn Ninke. That's her first, team's third. Sub here for the Gills, number 33, Kayla Mitchell, seeing her first action, but she'll step on the court just to step back off for a timeout. Full timeout here by Coach Tucker for Northland College. His second full timeout. So we will be back right after this break. All right, welcome back. Just over 2 minutes left to play in this first half. It's been an exciting first half. Back and forth. SaberCats have had the lead pretty much the whole half. I don't think they've trailed yet in this half, and they have a 14-point lead at the moment, 28-14, and they also have the ball. Espinoza is tough on defense because she's so quick. Good take there by Kylie Morrison. She goes up, misses the layup, but it was a foul on number 12, Rhonda Cole. That is her second, team's fourth. 2 shots here for Kylie Morrison. Kylie missed her first 2 of the game, last trip to the line. Misses that second one. She can't get it in to this bucket. There seems to be a lid on the basket for these free throws. 0 for 3 so far, hoping to make it 1 for 4. Second one is good. There it goes down for her. 29-14, 15-point lead for the SaberCats. Wagner checked back in during the timeout as well, so she and Kayla Mitchell came back into the game. Good pass there by Cole, who passed it to her teammate from her knees. Good take by Espinoza there. This baseline didn't get sealed off, and she was just able to sneak through. Puts it up for the reverse layup. Good take there by Espinoza. She is difficult on defense as well. She is quick, and she's got quick hands. Foul there on number 12. Got a little too close, and she tripped Callie Morrison with her knees. That is her third, team's 5th. I believe she's going to come off after a third foul. Coach has to be careful, and they only get 5. replaced by number 2, Bianca Avalos. So far, Carly and Kelsey Johnson both have 8 points. Callie Morrison with 7, but at the line to shoot 2. First one is missed. Her dad calling out orders from the bench. See if it works on this second free throw. Second one is good. Nothing but net on the second one. And she pushes up to 8 points as well. So we now have 3 SaberCats with 8 points. And Kristen Lauber with 6. Lumberjills have 3 players with 4 points, Wagner, Dunbar, and Espinoza. Everyone else has 2 or less. Foul there on number 32, Regina Anderson, holding. Not a shooting foul, and only the third team foul for SaberCats. Anderson's first, so they will be shooting after 2 more fouls. 3-point shot by Wagner is good. That was a good inbounds. She was wide open for the shot. Caught it in rhythm, shot it in rhythm. 30-19, last minute of play here in this first half. Pass was a little bit behind Carly Johnson, or else she might have had an easy lay-in for 2. Offensive foul there on number 32, Anderson. She extended her elbow as she drove in. Call there by the ref. Nice and decisive. 42 seconds remaining. 30 seconds on shot clock. A little bit of an overlap. See if the Jills can put another dent in this lead. Espinoza throws the ball off Trish Wright's knee and out of bounds. The ball still belongs to the Lumberjills. 17 seconds left on the shot clock. 30 seconds left on the game clock. So they're going to swing the ball around top. They seem to be trying to swing the ball around top and then switch it quickly to get past this zone. The shot was missed by Avalos, but a great box out by Houle down low. Gets the rebound and then gets fouled on the way up. She'll have 2 shots. Foul is on number 12, Carly Johnson. That's her first, team's 5th. Both teams are over the limit. With about 17 seconds left, it shouldn't make too much of a difference. First free throw is missed off back iron. And the second one is on its way. Second one is good. "17 seconds left, and it looks like the SaberCats are just going to be able to dribble down. Not quite as much pressure put on there by the Lumberjills. Callie Morrison goes up, puts it in, and the foul. Great take there by Callie. Foul is on blue 40. Sarah Houle, that is her first, team's 6th, of the half. But Callie Morrison will be shooting just 1 after she put in the basket as well. Misses the free throw. She has struggled on her free throws. Everything else she's doing pretty well, but those free throws are just been struggling. Maybe it's this basket. Good defense there by Carly Johnson as they were looking to have a heave at the end of the half, but instead Carly Johnson had her hand in the way and she couldn't get the shot off. Well, end of the first half, 32 for the SaberCats, 20 for Lumberjills. We'll be back with you after a short 15-minute halftime. All right, welcome back here to Watertown, Wisconsin for the second half of tonight's matchup between the Northland College Lumberjills and the Maranatha Baptist University SaberCats. Home opener here for the SaberCats, trying to keep their perfect 4-0 record against Northland College. They are 4-0 so far. They're looking to make it 5-0 and to keep their win streak going against Northland. Northland has other ideas as they look to fight back from a 12-point deficit here at halftime. Again, Northland is without their leading scorer on the season, Lindsay Brissett. She is staying back for finals, which is unfortunate, but that is the life of a scholar athlete. SaberCats bring out the stars that they had in the first half. Number 3, Callie Morrison. 4, Trisha Wright. 12, Carly Johnson. 13, Kelsey Johnson. And 30, Kristen Laver. Good take there by Laver as she does a little Euro step. Puts it up and in for 2. Picking up right where she left off in the first half. She's now up to 8. SaberCats are being led in points by number 3, Callie Morrison with 10. And then both the Johnson twins and Kristen Laver have 8. Foul there on number 13, Kelsey Johnson. That's her first, team's first here in the second half. Ball's inbounded to 50, Gregg. Good cut there by Dunbar. And a great find by Wagner, but she couldn't quite make the layup. But a great cut there by Dunbar on the baseline. Gets up, swinging her shoulder around. Looks like maybe she fell on it or got pulled. She seems to be okay. Possession remains with the Jills. Wagner up top, looking to drive, and then dish to number 10, Lopez, who spots up a 3 and puts it in. Assist there by Wagner. Pressure again by the Lumberjills, but not quite as high pressure as last time. And Callie makes them pay with the high pressure. Drives right by. No good with the layup, but foul is called on number 10, Lopez, her first, team's first. Morrison will go to the line to shoot 2. She struggled in the first half from the free throw line. She was only 2 for 7. Typically a very good free throw shooter, one of the best on the SaberCats last year. And she puts in the first of 2. Maybe it's this basket that she likes better than the other one, I'm not sure. But so far, so good from Cherry Stripe on this half. Second one is good. That was more like Callie last year. Two free throws there for the sophomore from Jefferson, Wisconsin. Now she leads the team with 12 points. Good take there by Wagner, but great straight-up defense by Laver. Laver has been doing some great work on the post for the SaberCats team, bringing some energy, some aggressiveness that wasn't there last year. She transferred from a technical college. Having a good debut here for the SaberCats. Ball was knocked out of bounds by Northland College, so the possession remains with the SaberCats. Good cut there by Carly, but she couldn't quite make the layup, but she taps it out to Trisha Wright, who is a little bit long on the shot. Kelsey Johnson thought the ball was tipped by the defender, but instead, ref saw no tip and the ball went out of bounds off the rim. Ball goes to Lumberjills. Screen set there by Gregg. Lopez picked up her dribble and then was stuck and had to find a teammate. Good drive there with Dunbar and kick. 3-point jumper by Lopez. No good. Defensive rebound by 30. Laver, and she is immediately fouled by number 23, Dunbar. Great driving kick there by Dunbar, but Lopez was not able to convert from the corner. And a good box out there by Laver. And nice strong play by the sophomore. Good driving kick there by Callie. The 3 is no good by Trisha Wright, but Kelsey Johnson is there to pick up the rebound and put it back in for 2. Good positioning there early by Kelsey. 3-point jumper there by Avalos. No good. Trisha Wright is pursuing the ball. Good hustle to keep it in play, but she keeps it in play just enough for Lopez to take and bring the other way. Good hands there by Kelsey Johnson. strips it, and her sister is there to pick it up. Seemed to be good hands there by Avalos, but instead it was a kickball. And we have ourselves our first subs of the half. 25, Caitlin Morrison comes in to replace Trisha Wright. And 12, Rhonda Cole. And 34, Espinoza come in to replace Lopez and Dunbar. Espinoza has some very quick feet and quick hands. As she's... Good take there by Kelsey Johnson. Went right around the defender, trying to seal her off, and she just put it up and in for 2. Kelsey Johnson's now up to 12 points, leading the team along with Callie Morrison. Two players that led the team last year, leading the team again. Good take there by Cole. Puts it up and in through contact. The and 1 foul is on number 3. Callie Morrison, her first. Team second in this second half, this third quarter. Great take there by Cole. She'll go to the line to try to finish the conventional 3-point play. And the free throw is no good. Off back iron and then up and back up front iron. Rebound there by Laver. Good defense there by Espinoza. Gets a steal. Foul is there on Callie Morrison, her second in about 30 seconds. Team's third. And 21, Autumn Ninke will replace A.J. Gregg. Travel. Good idea to cut the zone in half there by Wagner, but she started running before she put the ball down. And you're not allowed to do that here in the sport of basketball. Got to get the ball across here. And Kelsey, under pressure, gets it across. Good cut there by Callie. Saves the ball out to side to Kelsey Johnson, who hits the 3. Great ball movement there by the SaberCats. Caitlin Morrison dishes across to Carly, who cuts in. Plays to the cutting Callie, who receives the ball, dishes it out to Kelsey for the spot-up jumper. Great ball movement there by the SaberCats. Team's working well together in this first game of the season. Timeout called by Coach Clayton Morrison in his 27th season here at Maranatha. He has become well-loved here on campus. Had an impact on a lot of girls throughout the years and a lot of students overall. Possession to the Lumberjills here. Coming out of the timeout. 43-25 here, the score. SaberCats lead. 6:28 left in the third quarter. On the court for the SaberCats, Johnson, Morrison, and Laver. Good take there by Avalos, but she has just not been able to find the bottom of the cup. But again, great hustle defense there to make up for the missed shot. But she just steps out of bounds as she grabbed the ball. And the possession goes to the SaberCats. Bianca Avalos has struggled to find her shooting form tonight. She's over 6 on the night. 0 points. But she has been playing great defense to make up for the lack of offense that she has struggled in this game. Offensive foul there by 30, Laver. That's her third, team's fourth. Sub Dunbar returns for Cole for the Lumberjills. Next foul on the SaberCats, if it's not a player control or an offensive foul, will be free throws for the Lumberjills. Turnover there by Espinoza as Avalos couldn't quite get a hold of it. But good hustle defense there by Wagner to get back and block the shot on Morrison as she went in for the layup. All ball there. Good no call by the refs. Miscommunication there. Callie was throwing it to Kelsey Johnson, who thought that it was going to Christian Laver, and Christian Laver thought it was going to Kelsey. So Miscommunication there. Ball goes out of bounds. Turnover for the SaberCats. Lumberjills are swinging the ball around the court, trying to find that high-low post that they've been looking for so often. Travel there by Caitlin Morrison. She started running with the ball. Got a little excited after the ball ended up in her hands. Started running and forgot to put the ball on the ground. Trisha Wright will return to replace Caitlin Morrison, and Sarah Hool will replace Autumn Ninke. A little switch there by Lumberjills. Stolen away and read perfectly by Carly Johnson. Good split on the defensive end there by Kelsey, but she gets it stolen away by Avalos. Again, doing great work on the defensive end. Good take there by Wagner. In for the easy 2 on the fast break. Good push ahead there by Wagner. Good take there by Callie Morrison. Initiates contact, draws the contact, takes the contact, and puts it in for 2. Very clever move there to drive into the chest of the defender, draw the contact, and put it up for 2. Fouls on number 11, Wagner, her second, team's third, and Morrison puts in the free throw. She is 3 for 3 on free throws in the second half. Seems to be her free throw shooting woes hopefully are behind her. Good take by Dunbar, but she drives right into the teeth of this SaberCat defense. Falls on it for a jump ball, and the possession arrow favors the SaberCats. Again, this full court pressure has been effective at times, but other times it's allowed for some easy plays for the SaberCats team. And like I said, easy plays for the SaberCat team. That is a turnover for the SaberCats. That has caused some problems for them. Ball was thrown a little bit low. Callie Morrison couldn't quite get there. Turnover for the SaberCats. We have a 19-point lead here for the SaberCats midway through the third quarter. Three-point jumper by Dunbar from the corner is no good. Good box out there by Carly Johnson. Kelsey Johnson pushing the ball up the court. It's a 3-on-2. Callie sits in the corner. Good dish there again. Layup is just missed, but a great rebound there by Laver and Hool, who both grabbed it. Jump ball. Good fight for the ball there. Good clean fight for the ball. Possession arrow favors the Lumberjills, and we have a timeout, 30-second timeout here by Coach Tucker. We'll be with you after this short break. Lumberjill ball, their own baseline. 4:10 left in this third quarter, down by 19. SaberCats have extended their lead here in this third quarter with a lot of great ball movement and great cutting by players without the ball. Again, they're looking to get it to Wagner in that high post, but Callie Morrison read that beautifully and got her hands on it. Again, very intense pressure there by the Northland College Lumberjills. As soon as they lose the ball, they're pressuring it right away, forcing lots of unforced errors for the SaberCats. Carly Johnson thought she got hit on that one. Refs didn't call anything, so therefore, no call. Jumper by number 11, Wagner, is no good. Good rebound there by Sarah Hool. Fought for the ball. But again, for another jump ball, possession arrow favors the SaberCats. Regina Anderson replaces Carly Johnson. Again, Carly Johnson, Kelsey Johnson, and Regina Anderson are all just coming back from volleyball, so they're still working their way back into game fitness. Jumper there by a little runner there by Trisha Wright is no good. Off the side of the backboard. And Avalos looks to push the ball up the court. Good take there by Avalos. Couldn't quite get it in, but she draws a foul instead. Foul on number 32, Regina Anderson. Sub here for the SaberCats, number 23, Kirsten Johnson. Enters for a warm ovation from the fans. Enters and replaces Trisha Wright. First free throw is good by Avalos. Hasn't been able to find her shooting form, but she found it there on that free throw. Her first point of the game. Miranda Wagner is leading the Northland College Lumberjills, as that free throw is good, in points in this game with 9. Again, high pressure here by the Lumberjills, but they break the pressure, and it seems like they have a fast break here. The Lumberjills get back very quickly. Dunbar is playing very tight defense on Kylie Morrison. Good fake there by Kelsey, but Avalos slid over in time to draw the charge on Kelsey Johnson. That is her second, team's 6th of the quarter. But they are over the limit, but because it was an offensive player control foul, not free throws for the Lumberjills. But they do get the possession of the ball, down by 17. A little over 2.5 minutes left in this third quarter. This Northland College defense has been suffocating in this third quarter, and they're starting to hit their shots. Wagner hits a 3 from the corner. Good find there by Lopez. Travel there by Regina Anderson. She got excited because she saw a teammate wide open. Passed it before she started running before she passed it. Turnover there by the SaberCats. They have turned the ball over quite a bit in this third quarter, but I chalk a lot of that up to the great pressure by Northland College Lumberjills. Good ball movement here by the Lumberjills. Lots of moving up top, trying to swing the ball. Again, getting that 2-3 zone moving. 10 seconds left on the shot clock here, so they're winding down to the end of the shot clock here. Foul there is on number 32, Regina Anderson. That's her 4th. Team's 5th, 6th, 7th, somewhere in there, but they're above the limit. So Dunbar will be shooting 2. First one is up and good for Dunbar. Coach Morrison is assigned to leave Regina Anderson in the game, even with those 4 fouls. Risky move, her being a freshman and just figuring out how college basketball works. But that's a lot of trust and confidence from your coach, and that's always a good thing to instill in your players. Kylie Morrison has not gotten the ball much recently, and she does, and turns the ball over. Good hands there by Espinoza. Foul there on Regina Anderson. That is her 5th. She has fouled out of this game. It's a quick debut for her with the fouls, but that one seemed very touchy. But she leaves to a ovation from the fans. Fan favorite here in Watertown. But she will not be returning this game with her 5th foul. Espinoza will go to the line to shoot 2. Down by 13. High arcing shot goes in. And the Lumberjills have crawled back into this game. They're still 12 points behind, but it's the same that they had at halftime. They got to a slow start, but they have been picking up the defensive intensity, and their shots have been starting to fall. Again, a great high arcing shot there by Espinoza. They are double teaming Callie Morrison, so she cannot get the ball. And then so far it seems to be working. Three-point shot by Kirsten Johnson is good, and the fans go wild. Fan favorite here. That's her first points as a SaberCat. Fans wanted her to shoot it. She pulled back, shot it, and put it in, the freshman from Texas. Nothing but nylon. And that stopped a scoring run by the Lumberjills in the past couple minutes. Much needed by the SaberCats. Hand check is called there against 13 Kelsey Johnson. That's her third. Calls have been much tighter here in the second half on those hand checks. This is the Lumberjills and the SaberCats seem to be driving. They don't. Any hands on the player is being called. About a minute left in this third quarter. First free throw is short, and the SaberCat lead remains at 14. Dunbar will step to the line to shoot her second of a pair of free throws. Dunbar has 7 on the game, and she misses both. Good rebound there by Carly Johnson. And the ball passes a little bit high from Kelsey to Callie Morrison, but she still is able to get it. They are doubling her anytime she gets the ball. Good pass there by Kelsey. Travel there by Kristen Laver. Fans starting to get a little frustrated because they thought she was pushed. I think it might have been her momentum mixed with the body of a defender. So the ref made the call, and we'll stick with that. Three-point jumper by Dunbar. No good. Rebound by Carly Johnson. Ball falls into the lap of Kristen Laver, who's on the ground, and they call a jump ball as she circles it up. No more shot clock as there's only 24 seconds left, and it's a fresh shot clock for the Lumberjills. Take there by Wagner is no good, but the offensive rebound by Sarah Hool. Great defense and good hands there by Carly Johnson. Got her hand in there to grab the ball and call a jump ball. So with 15 seconds left, it will be SaberCat basketball on their own end. Again, the press is on. They are double teaming Callie Morrison every time they inbound the ball. And then as soon as they get the ball to someone else, they peel off. Timeout here with 9 seconds left after they got to the front court by Coach Morrison. Wants to drop a play. 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here. 30-second timeout to drop a play, so we'll just stay right here during this timeout as they're drawing up a play to find the last shot. See if they can get a good look for one of their shooters. If I were to guess, I would guess they find Kelsey Johnson, Carly Johnson, or Callie Morrison, but Callie will probably be doubled as she has been this entire third quarter. And so I would look to Carly Johnson or Kelsey Johnson to put this. One's going to inbound, and I'm assuming the other one will try to get the ball. Kirsten Johnson seems to have the hot hand after putting in that first shot. But we will see as the players return to the court. 9 seconds left in this third quarter. 14-point lead for the SaberCats, and they have the ball on their own sideline. I don't think that was how he drew it up, but it almost worked. Callie Morrison missing the layup. Three-point jumper is up and no good. So the score remains 49-35 here. The end of the third quarter. SaberCats tried to inbound the ball. It got tipped around. Callie picked it up, drove to the basket, couldn't quite put the layup in. So it almost worked, and not quite exactly probably how Coach Morrison drew it up. At least I assume he didn't draw up a tip ball. But maybe he did, in which case he has more knowledge than I do about this game of basketball. Fourth quarter here coming. Last final 10 minutes of this game. Still a pretty good crowd here on hand at Maranatha Baptist University for this game. Excitement here in the home opener, season opener for these girls. They've played well for not having practiced too much together. As I've said before, 4 volleyball players on this Maranatha Baptist University SaberCats women's team. And they just have only had 5 practices before this first game, as the volleyball season ended just before Thanksgiving break. So they have not had too much time to practice together, and so their chemistry will only improve throughout the year. Thankfully, they return a lot of the same players from last year, a couple new faces. Some of them have played some big minutes. Kristen Lavra has 8 points, 4 rebounds. She's a new transfer. Kirsten Johnson, 3 points. First player, actually, for the SaberCats to score other than Callie Morrison, Kelsey Johnson, Carly Johnson, and Kristen Lavra. So that was exciting to see someone else get on the scorebook. She will return with the other 4 starters to start this fourth quarter. For Northland College, Miranda Wagner is leading with 12 points. Alex Espinoza has 7, and the rest have 4 or below. Bianca Avalos takes in. Great block there by Kristen Lavra. Went straight up. Got a fingertip to it, using her size and those long arms to block Bianca Avalos. Again, the ball gets into Callie Morrison, and she's doubled right away. Good pick there to free up her teammate. Foul there on number 12, Cole. Got a little bit too close to Carly Johnson and bide as Carly tried to drive by her. That is Cole's 4th and their 1st of this quarter. Good defense here by Espinoza, hounding Callie Morrison, trying to force her to go right as she has a very strong left hand. Good take there by Kristen Johnson, a little bit short-armed a little bit, caught the front of the rim. Push ahead to Dunbar. Almost could have been called for a carry there, but instead she finds Wagner, who hits the easy jumper from the baseline. Lavra thought she was open, but instead it would have been a very tough pass over the top. Jump ball there. Good hands there by Avalos, but the ball will remain with the SaberCats. No shot clock reset as the possession never changed. So there's still 16 seconds left on the clock. Ball to the SaberCats. Down to 10. Again, hand check there called by the official. And that is on Bianca Avalos. That is her team second of this quarter. A little over a minute in this quarter. Northland College has already had 2 fouls called on them. SaberCats have none. Kelsey Johnson stepped out of bounds there. Thought she was bodied, but seemed like the defender was moving her feet well. She stepped out of bounds for the turnover. Wagner up top. Tries to find Avalos, who drives in the middle. Good take there, but she just can't quite find that touch. Travel there on Wagner. She tried to do a Euro step, but took one too many steps of the Euro. Ball's inbounded to Kirsten Johnson. Tries to cross her up. Instead, she gets taken out. Good recovery there by Callie Morrison, who goes up and finds Kristen Lavra, who misses the layup, but offense rebound by Kelsey Johnson. She puts it up for 2. Again, they still try to find that high post. Good spot there, but good hands there by Kelsey Johnson. Just swipe the ball away as Wagner was going up for the shot. Ball be inbound on the baseline. Avalos is wide open. No one even picked her up, and she shoots the 3, but again, she just can't quite get it in. Carly Johnson got the rebound, but it was immediately taken away from her by Cole, and Carly Johnson is called for the foul. That is her second, team's first in this fourth quarter. Jumper by Wagner from the top of the key is no good. Good rebound there by Kelsey Johnson. Boxed out and went up high for that rebound. Coach Morrison is calling for them to settle the ball and to run their offense. It has been a frantic game Good cut there by Kelsey Johnson. Good find by Carly. Good back screen by Callie Morrison. Kelsey Johnson came across the lane and was found by her twin sister for the easy 2. Shot there by Espinoza is no good. But she got her own rebound after it got tipped away from Kelsey Johnson, and then Kelsey Johnson went up and fouled her on the layup. That is Kelsey Johnson's 4th foul. She's got to be careful, as she has been one of the main contributors for the SaberCats team. First free throw is good. Espinoza has that high arcing shot. First free throw is good. She is 3 for 3 on her free throws tonight. And she is now up to 8 points. Excuse me, she's 4 for 4. Make that 4 for 5. That's a commentator's curse, folks. She is now up to 8 points. 6 behind the team leading Wagner. Kelsey Johnson is leading the SaberCats with 19 points now. Good hands there by Espinoza. The hold there is called on number 12, Carly Johnson. That is her third, team's third in this quarter. Three-point jumper by Wagner is good. She has found the shooting touch. She's up to 17 on the game. Gotta get the ball across, and they just barely do. They have a player down. It looks like she maybe rolled her ankle. Espinoza's on the ground holding her right ankle. Looks like maybe she took a step. Looks like maybe she took a step and has some ankle injury. The athletic trainer here, Zach Sweatman, very qualified athletic trainer. He's out to check on the ankle. Hoping it's just a roll and hoping she's okay to come back into the game, but she seems to be in a considerable amount of pain. 6:36 left here in this fourth quarter, left in this game. SaberCats lead by 12, 53-41. A couple players with foul trouble. Kelsey Johnson with 4, Sarah Dunbar with 3, Rhonda Cole with 4. Carly Johnson now has, I believe that's incorrect. Carly Johnson has 3, and Kristen Laver with 3. Regina Anderson has already fouled out in this game. She fouled out middle of the third quarter, so it was a short debut for her in her first game here as a SaberCat. This is her freshman year. Kelsey Johnson already is on a double-double. She has 19 points and 16 rebounds. She has had a great game. No ill effects of her just coming back and only having 5 days of practice before playing in tonight's game. She has picked up right where she left off last year. Last year she was a, I believe, first or second team All-American. Espinoza is up, walking under her own power. Seems to be in a little bit of discomfort, but she seems to be walking off okay. They will replace her with number 10, Ashley Lopez. So the 5 on the court for the Lumberjills, we have 23 Dunbar, 2 Avalos, 11 Wagner, 12 Cole, and 10 Lopez. For the SaberCats, 3 Morrison, 4 Wright, 12 Johnson, 13 Johnson, and 30 Laver. The defense in this second half has been intense for the Lumberjills, excuse me. And again, they have just had 2 tip passes in a row. Good cut there by Morrison. Unfortunate foul by 10. Lopez, she didn't see the ball and Morrison stopped and she ran into her, and it's a good call, but an unfortunate call. That is Lopez's second, team's third. Another offensive rebound by Kelsey Johnson. She puts it back up for 2. 21 points, 17 rebounds already in this game. She has been a force to be reckoned with on the glass, and she has gotten a lot of second chance points off of an offensive rebound. Good take there by Dunbar, but no good. Offensive rebound by Cole. Goes up and it gets blocked, but offensive rebound by number 10, Lopez. Avalos thinks about a three and instead drives in, but again, she can't quite find that spot. Avalos is now 0 for 9 on the game in free throw in field goals. She has made 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Pass by Morrison is stolen away by Cole, and Wagner brings it the other way. Outside pass for Lopez for 3. No good. Weak side rebound by Carly Johnson, and she is fouled immediately. Fouls on number 2, Avalos. Maybe a little bit of frustration as she has not had a very good game on the offensive side of the ball. She has played very well defensively. She has been hounding and has had some quick hands, had some steals, but just has not found it on the offensive side. Time to look ahead there. Pass ahead. It's a 2-on-1. Trisha Wright with a 3. Airballed, but good rebound by Laver. Up and in for 2. Sometimes it looks like a pass, but I'm pretty sure that one was a shot. But we'll call it a pass. I think in the stats it's going to be called a shot. But I'm sure Trisha Wright was thinking about Laver being open down low. Great hustle there by Carly Johnson. She's on the ground, had a girl on top of her, still got the pass away, but it ends up as a jump ball. No call by the official. Possession arrow remains with the Lumberjills. I think they're discussing whether there should be a shot clock reset or not. I think they argued for no, so the shot clock remains at 12. Doesn't matter though, the shot is good. A 3 from the corner by Dunbar, right off the inbound, catch and shoot. Callie Morrison bringing the ball up the court. She's going to be doubled like she has been this entire second half. Good step through there. Sabercats are totally fine to reset, use a little bit more clock. Callie Morrison with the take and 1. Coach calls a block because she was inside the restricted area. Good call there by the official, right on top of it. Foul is on number 2, Avalos. She thought she had drawn another charge for her second one of the game, but instead her heels were on the restricted line, and therefore it cannot be a charge inside the restricted line. But it looks like maybe the officials are meeting together to discuss. I'm not sure exactly what they're discussing since the call has already been made. That is Avalos' 4th. Looks like the call will remain the same as expected, and Morrison will go to the line to shoot 1. Try to finish the conventional 3-point play. And the free throw is good. She has not missed in the second half. I hesitate to say that because of the commentator's curse, but I trust her and her ability to shoot free throws. Almost said it before the free throw, but I decided to wait until after she shot the free throw, and she made it. 3-point jumper by Dunbar from the corner is no good. Tipped out by Avalos. Rebounded by Trisha Wright. Again, the Sabercats are trying to run some clock as their lead. Oh, good pass there by Morrison. Laver couldn't quite handle it, and she gets called for the foul as she was trying to get the loose ball back. Unfortunate there. She couldn't quite get a handle on the ball. Good pass by Morrison. That is Laver's 4th foul. She needs to be careful with these last 3.5 minutes. Sabercats lead by 16. It has been a back and forth game of runs in the second half. Both teams have been going back and forth. 3-point jumper by Avalos is no good. Again, she just can't find the touch. There have been games like that for me, and that is a very frustrating game to play in. But she has picked it up on the defensive side of the ball. Foul there on number 23, Dunbar. That is her 4th, team's 6th. So Kelsey Johnson will go to the line to shoot 2. First one is up and good. That pushes her to 22 points and 17 rebounds here in her opening game of her senior year. Like I said before, Northland misses that second free throw, her first free throw miss of the game. She was 4 for 4 entering the game, or entering that shot. But good defense there by Carly Johnson, and smart by Callie Morrison to slow the ball down. That is a veteran move by a sophomore who started all the games last year as a freshman. And barring injury, I assume will start all the games again this year. She runs the point for this team very well. Laver with the rebound. Good rebound there by Trisha Wright. And the ref calls a foul. Foul on what looks to be number 12. I believe that's her 5th. I believe, yep, that is her 5th, so she will be replaced by number 33, Kayla Mitchell. Rhonda Cole finishes the game with 3 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 fouls. Trisha Wright will head to the line to shoot 2 shots. First one is up and good. First points for Trisha tonight. She's 0 for 7. She's been struggling as well. Again, first game of the season. Sometimes it takes a little while to get into the rhythm. Second one is good. And on that make, we have a timeout here by Coach Clayton Morrison. It is a full timeout. Full timeout by Coach Morrison. So we will be back right after the break. And we are back here. Just under 3 minutes to play. Kelsey Johnson is looking for career highs in rebounds. Her career high previously is 18. She is up to 17. So we will see what happens. Foul there on what looks to be 12. That is Carly Johnson, which actually works out well for the SaberCats because that would have been Kristen Laver's 5th. Instead, it's Carly Johnson's 4th. So both of them will remain in the game for the time being. But that is 3 SaberCats with 4 fouls. Carly Johnson, Kristen Laver, and Kelsey Johnson. First one by Kayla Mitchell is missed. And she'll go line for her second one. Second one is also missed. Rebound there by Carly Johnson. Again, she is hounded. Good look ahead there by Kelsey Johnson to the wide open Trisha Wright. Good look ahead. That's a way to look up the court. Finds the open teammate, and easy 2 for Trisha Wright. Good hands there by Trisha. Gets her hand on the ball, but Dunbar is able to collect it. All 3 players on the bottom 3 of the SaberCats have 4 fouls, but that is, I believe, another rebound for Kelsey Johnson, which would tie her career high. Check. She is now up to 18 rebounds, so one more rebound for her will be a career high. And there she goes again on the offensive side of the ball. 24 points for her now, which is only 3 points below her career high. So she, folks, could potentially have a career night here tonight. Tied her career rebounds already, and she is 3 points away from her career high in points. Liberty Bailey checking in for the first time in her SaberCat career. She will replace Carly Johnson, and Caitlin Morrison will replace Callie Morrison. Liberty Bailey is finding her first time on the court tonight. She is a freshman from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. We have a 23-point lead for the SaberCats, a minute and a half left. Looks like Coach Morrison is starting to put in some of the players at the end of the bench that may not get as much time. 3-point jumper by Lopez is off glass and good. The bank is open, folks. The bank is open. Good hands there by Liberty Bailey to collect the low pass. And she is immediately fouled, and she's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Potential for her first points. Number 35 for the SaberCats, Allison Cruz, enters for her first-time freshman from Fort Collins, Colorado. Went to Front Range Christian Academy, and she replaces Kristen Laver. Liberty Bailey hits her first free throw of her career, first points for her SaberCat career, and she is good for the second one as well. We have more subs for the SaberCats. 21 Caitlin Schultz will replace Trisha Wright, and number 14, Hannah Hecker, will replace Kelsey Johnson. Kelsey Johnson ends the night with a tie for her career high with 18 rebounds. Couldn't quite find that last one, but she ties her career high, and she had 24 points. Great night for Kelsey Johnson tonight. Foul is on White 14. Hannah Hecker, that's her first, the freshman from Sheldon, Wisconsin. She gets in the book, just entered the game, and she's now already in the book with a foul. Great way to start your career. Free throw is good by Lopez. Cuts the SaberCat lead to 21. And the second one is up and good. 20-point lead for the SaberCats with 46 seconds left. Caitlin Morrison will bring the ball down the court. Looks ahead to Caitlin Schultz, who goes in for the jumper. No good, but Liberty Bailey with the offensive rebound. 32 seconds left here in the game. And Caitlin Morrison gets the ball tipped away, but it goes off her hand. Turnover, ball to the Lumberjills. Ball is put down low to Kayla Mitchell. Dishes it back out to Wagner. To the corner for Abelos, who swings it around to Mitchell. Swings it to Lopez. The long three is no good and airballed. 5 seconds left in the game. High press is still on for the Lumberjills. Ball gets passed out of bounds. Turnover there. Miscommunication by players from the end of the bench. Don't get much playing time. Ball never touched anybody, so the ball will be placed exactly where they threw it in from. Still 5.3 seconds left. There seems to be a stoppage of play, and I'm not sure exactly what the stoppage of play is. Oh, the clock has been messed up. They started the clock. They wanted to get it back. It was at 5.3. They have added 0.4 seconds left. It's now 5.7. Makes a big difference. 3-point jumper by Abelos is no good. Kayla Mitchell with the rebound. The jumper is no good, and the SaberCats win their home opener 69-49. A 20-point win for the SaberCats. Great games by Kelsey Johnson. Career high in rebounds, 24 points, 18 rebounds. Callie Morrison with 18 points. Kristen Laver with a 10-point debut. Carly Johnson with 8.
This marks a winning start for the
Great start for the SaberCats. The Northland College Lumberjills, were led by Miranda Wagner with 17, Ashley Lopez with 8, Alex Espinoza with 8, and Sarah Dunbar with 7. The Northland College Lumberjills will play their next game at home on Saturday against Crown College. That is a conference game. And the SaberCats, their next game is this coming Thursday at Lawrence University. Their next home game here in Watertown will be this coming Saturday. Hope you will join us then, and we will see you next time here in Watertown, Wisconsin.